Hello everyone, my name is Kim and this is my very first YouTube video. So I have some wine, I'm listening to some music, and we're just gonna get into it. So I published my YouTube channel but didn't make a video, and then I did an interview with an anti-MLM creator named Monica. I suspect that that's where my 24 subscribers have come from, so thank you so much for subscribing. So when I logged on today and I saw that I had 24 subscribers, I was like, I better go ahead and make a video. So I am an absolute mess. That was just my dog that you saw in the corner. My hair's not done. I have no makeup on. I am a wreck. But I feel like 24 people subscribe to my channel. I have to get something out. So my lighting is terrible. My positioning is terrible. Listen guys, I'm old. I'm 40 years old. And this whole thing is not something that I ever thought I would be doing. But here I am. Because I have recently discovered YouTube, and there are so many different types of content, and it's all helpful in some way. It's either entertaining or educational or a little bit of both. And I thought, you know, I've been through a lot of stuff in my life that may or may not be valuable to people out there. So I kind of want this channel to be a place where we can just talk about everything. It's just general, I guess I would call it lifestyle, but we really can talk about everything. Nothing is off limits. Maybe some things are off limits, but really nothing is off limits. So ever since I realized that I wanted to make a YouTube video or a YouTube channel, I've been like carrying around my little book that I keep ideas in for things that I want to talk about and content that I want to do and things like that. So I thought in this initial video, which I think is more of a vlog than an actual video because I'm kind of all over the place and there's no structure to it, but I thought I would read through the list of things that I've been, look, even my eyes don't even know where to go. I promise you guys, if you stick around, I'm gonna get this right. Like, I'm gonna master this. We're gonna learn how to YouTube together. So I thought I would read to you what's on my list of things that I thought might be fun to talk about, and then you can put down in the comments anything else that you might think it's fun to do as well. And the goal here is, one of my favorite things about YouTube is that it kind of creates sort of a community, and there's like a little bit of interaction that goes on, and I love the idea of that. And I just want to create this little community where we can do things together and we can talk about things together and stuff like that. So here's my little list. So some of the things that I thought we could talk about on this channel, and this is by no means all-inclusive because we can certainly add to it, but a couple of the things that I'm really passionate about, I'm very passionate about being anti-MLM right now, and I suspect that probably most of you that have subscribed at this point came to me from Monica. Thank you, Monica. And so she does anti-MLM content. So I think that you probably came over to my channel because that was something that I spoke about on Monica's channel with her. So we will talk about anti-MLM stuff. But we're also going to be pretty involved in like weight loss related stuff. I personally am on a weight loss journey. I feel like the word journey has been so overused, but I can't think of another word to replace it. So journey is the only thing I can think of. But I am on a weight loss journey of my own. I want to lose about 80 to 100 pounds. I've already lost about 80 pounds, so we can talk about that. We can talk about how I lost that weight, how I plan to continue to lose that weight. We can kind of go through that journey together, and I can document for you guys what I'm doing to lose the weight and things like that. We can also talk about weight gain because it's 2020, and I don't know about you, but I definitely gained the quarantine 15 and then some. So we can talk about weight gain as well. That was my dog again. So within that whole weight loss realm, we can talk about dieting and what it means to be in a calorie deficit and things like that, because there's so much information out there on how best to lose weight and what you have to do, and you have to follow these specific things and eat these specific things. It really is simpler than that. But I thought it might be nice to kind of go into those things. You know, what exactly should you be doing to lose weight or gain weight? I'm not judging anyone. And going along with that too, you know, we can talk about meal prepping and things like that. I personally meal prep. I don't do it as much as I should, but this might be my motivation to do better. So I like to meal prep because then I can plan out my calories and my meals and things like that for weight loss. But guys, we can even meal prep together if you want to. So I do my cooking on Sundays. We can do that together. Like, we can just take just an hour-long video to just meal prep, if that's something you're interested in. I don't know. So I've got some other, you know, health-related stuff on my list. Weightlifting versus cardio. We can kind of get deeper into that. What's more valuable depending on what your goals are and things like that. So I am totally willing to do research and provide educational material for you guys. And I don't think I mentioned yet, but I am, in addition to being on my own weight loss journey, in the middle of my own weight loss journey, I also have just enrolled to become a certified nutritionist and personal trainer. So my thought behind that is that while I'm studying and, you know, taking my tests and everything, I'm learning things that I can apply to my own journey. And then once I reach my goals and subsequently get my certifications in both things, that's gonna really help me to help other people. So as we go along this journey, anything cool that I learn from my educational stuff, I will share with you guys. So some of the other stuff not related to health or weight loss or anything like that. I've got even just, we can talk about just being working parents. If you're a parent, I am maybe too old to be doing this. I don't know. I'm 40 at the time of this video, which maybe is a little late to be starting a YouTube channel, but better late than never. So what I have found, or what I noticed in my own life, is that when my son is 17, he'll be 18 very soon, but when we were raising him when he was younger, you know, we didn't have a lot of people around because we live far from our family. And so trying to juggle the whole working parent thing, because we both worked, can be really hard, and it doesn't come with an instruction manual. So we can talk through those things, just parenting in general, you know, having a teenager, because that is something. Being a dog parent. Come here, Banshee. Yeah, that's Banshee. Shh. I think she's kind of freaking out because I'm talking to seemingly no one. So, sorry. She's making a lot of noise. Hi. Oh, thank you. Oh, God. Get down. Oh, my God, get down. Please get down. So we can talk about being a dog parent as well, because that has its own set of things. And she's not our only one. So she is a 1.5-year-old Rottweiler. But we also have 2 Chihuahuas. So we can talk about being dog parents if you guys want. Or just animal life in general. In addition to all this stuff, my husband and I, we are in the process of purchasing our first home. We rent where we currently are. We're in the process of purchasing our first home. It's a process, you guys. So if you have never purchased a home before, it's so much. So we can talk about that. So this is gonna, I don't want this to sound like mucky buck, but we're getting our house built instead of buying a currently standing one. Please don't think that means that we're getting like this crazy mansion castle thing built. That is not the case. It's like a modular home. So we are working with this company that specializes in putting up modular homes. And so they find the land for you and they plop the house down on the land and that's your house. So we're in that process now, and it's going to take about 6 months, hopefully. Hopefully it's 6 months. But right now, the land where the house is going is just trees. It's just trees. And so I thought it might be fun to document the process of the house. So I took a picture of the land when we went to see it. I will try to pop up. I don't really know how to edit these things. If I can pop up a picture of it here, I will. If not, then I will make sure that in the future I'm able to do that, because I don't even know if I'm going to figure out how to edit this, honestly. You might get the whole uncut thing. I just don't know. My technical skills are not great. So right now the land is just trees, and eventually they're going to come in and they're going to clear out the trees and they're going to plop our house down, and then we're going to own our house. But the mortgage process, you guys, the process for getting approved, or the pre-approval for the mortgage, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it right now. But if that is something that you are interested in, again, I have it on my list. So that is definitely something that we can go more in depth with. I also have on my list to talk about, maybe credit and things like that, because there's a reason that I'm 40 and we're just purchasing our first home now. And that's because we had to do a lot of credit repair and a lot of damage control to be able to purchase a house. So I've learned a lot through that process that I'm more than willing to share, because there are a lot of little things that they don't tell you when it comes to trying to have good credit or trying to repair your credit, things like that. So we can talk about those things. I realize that I'm all over the place, but I'm just reading from my list. Another thing that we could talk about is basic lifestyle things like hair, skin, makeup, things like that. I realize that based on the way I look right now, you might think you don't want to take hair or makeup advice from me. But I promise you, there is more than this. There's a process that I go through. This is just, you're catching me at the end of the day. It's late at night, if I'm being honest with you. And that moves us into, I am an insomniac. I have always been since I was younger. So if you are someone that struggles with insomnia, we could be up late together. I'm just kind of hanging out by myself right now because my husband and son are in bed because they're, normal. But I'll be up for a few more hours, probably. So we can talk about insomnia if you guys want to. We can talk about, oh my gosh, anything. I like to sew. You're sitting at my sewing table right now. So I was messing with my sewing machine. That's my messy sewing table because it's really, really tiny. My sewing table is really, really tiny because we don't have a lot of space in the house that we're in now. So it looks really messy. I promise you it's controlled chaos. But if you are into sewing or crafts or things like that, that's definitely stuff that I'm into. I am my dog just passed gas. Hopefully this didn't catch that. Anyway, so if you are an amateur sewer, I actually taught myself how to sew. Right now it's just face masks and like tote bags, but still, that's something we can do. I also enjoy mowing my lawn a lot. I don't know where that will fit in, but if you're interested in lawn mowing videos, let me know down in the comments. Consider myself an amateur lawn professional as well. We also can talk about things like public speaking, and that is huge for me specifically. So just trying to film my first video for my channel, I've had about 20 false starts because I don't know if you guys know this, but this is super awkward. Like, I'm talking to myself. I'm trying to pretend that there are like people in the camera, but if you notice, I keep like looking at myself just because I need something to focus on. I might put some googly eyes up on either side of the camera so that it makes more sense for me. But I've always had trouble with like public speaking and things like that. And I had to go through some pretty drastic measures to get comfortable in front of people. I mean, it used to be so bad that I couldn't speak to more than 2 people at a time without like totally freezing up and just, it was awful. But I practiced a lot and did a lot of kind of weird things. And so I feel like I felt like I was pretty comfortable, but then the thought of making YouTube videos somehow scared me. But this is what it is. So we can talk about that. We can talk about different ways that you can, or that we together can get over our fears of public speaking, or at least get to a point where it's not debilitating, because that's where I was. It was absolutely debilitating. Like, I would just seize up, not even remember my own name. That's no way to live. So if you are someone who needs help with that, I got you. Oh my gosh, guys, there's so much. We can talk about tattoos and piercings if you want to. I've got 6 tattoos and some of my nose. I have an industrial here and then some ear stuff. There's one in there. We can talk about that stuff if you guys want to. We can talk about like budgeting and being poor, because your girl has been there. Your girl has been broke AF. We can talk about anything you guys want. So if there's anything that I didn't mention that you would like to talk about, put it down in the comments and I'll add it to my list. I think that's probably it for this video. I really just wanted to make something because, like I said, I logged into my account and I had 24 subscribers, which I realize is like, girl, 24 subscribers, please. But, not to be fair, 2 of them are my husband and my son. So 22 real subscribers. But there's a reason that you subscribed. And it probably is because you watched Monica's video where I was on with her and we were talking about anti-MLM content. And there was obviously something that made you come over to my channel and subscribe. So hopefully you will stick around and continue to watch more of my videos. And like I said, if any of the things that I talked about sound interesting to you, give this video a like, share with your friends if you want to, comment down below what you would most like my first real video to be. I'm thinking that my first real video will probably be maybe weight loss related. Just because there's so much to it. There's so much to talk about. And because I am still currently in the middle of my journey, I think that there's a lot that we can do with that, as far as, you know, I can tell you guys where my current weight is and what my current goals are and how I'm tracking everything and what's working and what's not, things like that. We can talk about the weight gain that I've experienced during quarantine, and I'm guessing probably a lot of people have. So I think that's going to be my first real video, is surrounding weight loss type things. And then I don't know what will come after that. I'll have to wait and see what's in the comments, if anything's in the comments as to what you guys would like to see next. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really want this channel to just be a community of people that can do things together and talk about things and make things happen and lift each other up and things like that. Again, please let me know what you think in the comments, what you would like to talk about. And I will see you guys on the next one. The plan is to hopefully post at least once a week. Because I'm so new to this, I don't know how long it's going to take to actually edit. I don't even know how to edit yet. I don't even know. You might just get this whole thing just as it is with awkward pauses and all. But I will figure it out. So at the very least, you can follow the journey of me trying to learn YouTube. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe, because we're going to, I think, have a lot of fun over here. I think that there's a lot of stuff that we can talk about, and I hope to see you on the next one. Okay, thank you so much. Have a good night. Bye.